Hey everybody, welcome to the show that you wait for every week with bated breath, where you're just waiting for it to happen. And Rachel's already on. Hey Rachel, the bated breath show I like to call 5 minutes you won't get back. A show where we waste 5 minutes of your time and sometimes even more. But just remember, the 5 minutes doesn't start until we say it does. And hey Jeff, how's it going? Anyways, yeah. Before we start the 5 minutes though.
Oh, you don't want to start?
No, because we want to talk about what holiday it is.
Okay.
So, which holiday, what weird holiday is happening today, Heather?
Well, today, October 23rd, in case you're watching this later and it's a different day.
Oh, you'll be watching it later. Nobody watches this now.
Tomorrow, this won't work, but today.
Today
is National Boston Cream Pie Day.
Hey, Sherry. But National Cream, what? National
Boston Cream Pie, which is really good. That's actually one of my dad's favorites.
So have a Boston cream pie today if you have a chance. Run to the store, get one, eat it. Because I'm not gonna have one.
And I'm also really glad that nobody at my work knew about this, but it is also National Slap Your Annoying Coworker Day.
Now, let's not be careful because we could go into sexual harassment on this, so we don't want that to happen. So if you're gonna slap your coworker, at least let them know beforehand that they're being annoying and say, hey, Bob, you're annoying me. Since it's National Slap Your Irritating Work or whatever. Anyways, just say, look, I'm going to slap you. And then be gentle with the slap. Don't be like super hard because then he'll slap you back and there'll be a fight. Next thing you know, you got to go to HR. And who doesn't love a good trip to HR, right?
Yeah.
HR people are fun. For all you HR people out there, I appreciate you. I want nothing to do with your jobs. Just saying.
Yeah, I don't think I could do that job either.
All right, so
I'm hitting start.
All right,
now.
so let's start the 5 minutes.
Bam, started.
Okay, so real quick today, I want to talk about terminology. And I think, people use terminology and after a while it gets old, but people still use it in phrases. And I think if you're going to use it in a phrase, I think you need to update it. For example, today, thanks to Costin on this one, if you're watching Costin, he mentioned about creating some dope beats. And now the term dope beats or dope as an adjective has been around for a while. And I think at this point we should make it more current. And I'm sorry if you hear something in the background, my dog is hacking up a hairball. But anyway, real quick, it's hard for me to talk when she's hacking. Anyway, wow. It's my dog show. Can you hear?
Anyway,
so dope beats.
Dope beats.
Anyway, I think it should be changed to something more current. Now, don't get offended here, but I'm just saying, if you're going to use the term dope beats, let's make it more current. Something like, man, those are some heroin beats. Or, man, how about some opiate beats? Because, that's more current as what's going on. Dope is old school, I think. So we need to go with something more current.
Can it be dope like as in smart and stupid? So maybe we need to...
Like smart beats? Those beats are highly intelligent and have a high IQ.
Yeah, but isn't dope would be stupid, so...
So anyways, but yeah, if you're going to use the term dope beats, change it up a little bit. And another term, which isn't as used as much, but like, those are some sick beats. How about instead of sick beats, how about, man, those are some under the weather beats. Or, man, those beats have a virus. Man, I think those would be pretty cool. I don't know. So yeah, and also I was thinking there's got to be like, for example, the dope adjective there. There was one dude that used it, and everybody else started using it. So I'm curious if anybody out there knows anybody that started a phrase. I mean, how cool is that? It's like somebody says, those beats are dope, and you lean over, my buddy Bobby came up with that term. I mean, he's not getting any money from it, but he came up with it. I mean, like, how cool would that be? The only person I want to, never meet is the person who created the 80s term, gag me with a spoon. I don't want to meet that person, because then it will be slap your irritating coworker day with me, and I won't warn them. I'll just say, look, I've got to do this just because I have to. I hated that term in the 80s. I still hate it now. It's horrible. Is there any other terms that you... No.
I can't think. But
No.
yeah, the whole Valley, the Valley Girl talk was not...
No.
We weren't crazy about that, but...
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So anyway.
Wow, that's really all I had to talk about today, and we're like only 3 minutes in. Oh, okay. I'll jump ship here and talk about something completely different.
What?
I was going to talk about, since we're coming up to Halloween. Anyway, I'd like to honor one of my favorite Halloween movies, which is Creepshow. If you haven't seen Creepshow, I'm not going to go into details about it. It was out many moons ago, but it's a cool Halloween movie to watch. I think it's one of the best Halloween movies out there. So watch Creepshow. What's one of your favorite scary? See, wait a minute. Heather doesn't like scary movies.
This is not. Okay, I'm picky about what kind of scary I like, and I went through a very, very long period of my life that I would not watch scary movies. I was at my friend Charlie as a girl, and I was like, I don't know, 7 or 8, and we had a sleepover, and it was a couple people, and one of the movies that they got for us was like The Last Unicorn. I remember that one.
The Last Unicorn and
maybe even Dirty Dancing. I don't know. I can't remember if that was in the same time period or not, but we watched also Sleepaway Camp, which, okay, as an adult, I have rewatched it, and I realized that, okay, whatever. But as a 7 or 8 year old, I did not. I walked out of that movie, and it was so funny because even to this day, like, I walked into her bedroom and I turned the radio on because I wanted to get my mind off things, and I know exactly what song came on, and I still, every time I hear that song,
I think of Sleepaway Camp.
I do. I get like, it's hard because it was a Huey Lewis and the News song. And even now, when I hear that song, it's that one that's like, I'm happy to be stuck with you.
What an odd combination of movies to
but
write.
Yeah, so I did not watch any scary movies.
The Last Unicorn, Dirty Dancing, and Sleepaway Camp.
I don't remember. Dirty Dancing might not have been it, because it seems like it was probably a little bit young.
Yeah.
For Dirty Dancing, but I do remember The Last Unicorn and Sleepaway Camp.
Well, Dirty Dancing is like in the top 10 movies that I hate. So for you not to watch it actually is a good thing.
Yeah.
So.
So I watched Sleepaway Camp, and I left. There's a shower scene, much like what was in Psycho.
Oh, don't compare Sleepaway Camp to Psycho.
I'm not comparing it. What
Classic.
I'm saying is,
not really a classic at all.
There was a woman in a shower, and somebody was coming with a knife at her, and that's actually when I walked out of the movie. I left the living room, and I got a lot of grief from the other girls that were there. But I would not go back in until the movie was over, and I did not watch a scary movie again until I was like I was into my 20s.
So
I would not watch scary movies.
So for the rest of the evening, I'll be ragging her about comparing Sleepaway Camp to Psycho. Oh, shame.
It's a scene. It was
I know.
Scene.
I know. Anyways, but for mine, Creepshow, check it out. If you haven't already, I've seen it 8 million times. I have the soundtrack on vinyl. I've got a T-shirt. I got the old comic book. I got everything. I'm a big horror comic book fan, so there you go.
But I've been doing good watching movies.
You have been.
I've been transitioning.
So yeah.
There's certain things that I don't like.
So,
I know we're into 6 minutes now, so. Anyway. Okay,
anyway,
sorry.
so yeah. But yeah, so that's our 5 minutes. Next week, I will have, I'll probably share a story about my worst Halloween costume ever. It's a good story.
That is a good story.
It's a good story. I wish I had a picture of it, but I don't anymore. But I'll just have to share it with you because it was one of the biggest disappointments of my life. But it's a good story.
You should draw a picture.
Yeah. And also, don't forget, our first episode of the Crackleberry podcast is available on iTunes right now. So if you're really bored and you hate us that much,
and you have an hour.
It'll be me and Heather and one of my friends, James. It's a podcast about absolutely nothing, and we chat on that episode. I think about candy, weird things you can mail, and just where we've been, because we did this podcast 6 years ago, and we're bringing it back now. So anyways, Crackleberry Podcast on iTunes. That's it. That's all we got. So if you want us to talk about anything on this, leave it in the comment section below. If you want to tell us how much you hate us or don't know why we do this, leave it in the comment section below. I see Beth has already done that. And so yeah, we like you guys. Like you guys for hanging with us. And that's all we got. And I see Costin just came on. Costin, we talked about what you gave us earlier on, so you're going to have to rewind and go back. Anyway, that's all we got. And just remember that it's not a good day unless we've wasted 5 minutes of your time. And we will see you guys next week. Transition.